Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I had a rough day. Those of you who watch all my videos, you know that I talk about dysregulation now and how it affects me, and I've been working really hard at it, and I've had a pretty good week, where I didn't completely fall apart, but today I fell apart, and it felt worse than ever, and I think it's because I had a more calm period there for a little bit, and it kind of just took me by surprise. It was stemmed by me showing my zebra kind of Afghan thing that I made. I showed it in a video a little bit ago. I brought it to an AA speaker meeting, potluck dinner, and showed it, and then didn't realize until the night after that I didn't come home with it. I left it there, and that just triggered me, and I do have it now. Joe went there today, and he was able to get it for me. Nobody had found it, but Joe found it near where we were sitting, and so, but it was just a rough day, and I'm not going to talk anymore about it. This isn't that kind of video, but it's explaining to you why I'm going to just sit down and do some sewing. It's evening, and I haven't been able to do hardly anything today. I was bedridden. I mean, I was just in a bad place. But it's okay. It's expected, but when it happens, it doesn't feel good, and I want to give up hope. But no, I'm going to sit down and sew a little bit, and I do want to mention, I know people like to tell me to get on medication. I've done that years ago. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. It's too dangerous for someone with an addictive type personality or mentality, or all of that stuff. So I have talked about it in the past, how meds really screwed me up there for a while, and so I'm just not going back with that. I'm just not. I'm gonna just handle it on my own, and everything's gonna be fine. Okay, I cut a bunch of 3-inch squares, and the way I was cutting them, I'm left with these little pieces, so they're all about 3 inches wide. Where's my ruler? Yep. That's good, right? Because I'm selling the things I cut as 3-inch squares. And this one's like an inch, some might be a little bit more narrow. So they're just very narrow little strips, but I'm just going to sew them together just to clear my head. It's going to feel good. I'm not going to do any particular order. I don't know how many I have. I've got stuff everywhere, but I'm just going to do this. And yeah. I don't know what else I can chat about. Now see, I just hopped on, and I was crooked, and that startled me, but then I said, oh, this is Crumb stuff that I'm doing, so I'm allowed to be crooked. That's what I love about this. It's just so freeing. Now I do like to put 3-inch tall, I'm going to call it tall, strips in my eBay auctions, but I also like to trim them. So these, if I do this, I'll probably have to have it be like maybe 2.5, because I want clean edges. Unless I just make some little crumb blocks with these, and I could put those in my auctions. That might be cool. And do go check out my auctions. Oops, I ran out of bobbin thread. And that's okay, because that means I can put a different color in there. And I'll change the color on the top too. I'm trying to change colors often for the little tags that I put in my auctions. Okay, I left off down here. I'll just start this one again. Oh yeah, my auctions. The link is in the description of this video, and you can also go to my blog, darlenemisho.com, and you'll find links to my auctions and stuff there. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I was doing my auctions every 3 days, and I was pushing out. I started, I think, with 6, and then I was up to 8, I think. Now I'm doing every 4 days, so it doesn't give me as much shipping, but I bumped it up to 12 auctions, so 12 every 4 days. So it's actually more per month. And when I offer more at once, there's people who buy or win multiple items, so it doesn't really give me more packages. I have some devoted bidders and winners, and I love seeing them there. I still haven't done anything with that long aqua strip that I made. I don't even see where it is. It's here somewhere. Gee, I wish I could show you. Hang on, let me look. Here it is. Remember when I did this? Now this one I think was 2.5. Yeah, and I don't think I trimmed it. I did a pretty good job. I might not have to trim these either, but I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet. And then, see, I do make some narrower strips like this, but they're pretty long, and those are in my auctions. I don't have them every 4 days because I have to actually sew them, but I try to have them often. I try to have something in my auctions that I created from scraps. So go check out my auctions. And actually, today's the 5th, January 5th. I'll have 12 coming out at 6 p.m. Central Time. I don't know what time it is, but I think they'll be up by the time I upload this, so go check them out. You'll see them. And they come out every 2 minutes until they're all live. I don't know how I can, out of the blue, in bed, all of a sudden, you know, more than 24 hours later, just have it snap into my brain that I came home without my little zebra-looking Afghan thingy. It's just small. But I knew right away. I said I came home without that because I remembered what I put on the table when we came in, and I didn't have that bag. I did, however, go check in the truck to see if it was in the back seat, but it wasn't. Oh yeah, I can start sewing these together. And I was just very sad. I mean, I knew there would be a chance, but it's not like at the usual meeting place. It's at a big, you know, like area in the church part of where the meetings are. But then I also thought, well, they probably haven't used that room for anything else. And so Joe went today and he came back with it. Oops. Okay, I screwed this up. I have the right side and the right side here, so I'm just going to pick that apart. I don't mind picking things, you know, if they're just little doable, manageable things. You gotta like it a little bit because you're going to be doing that every now and then. Just want to make sure that I get to use all these little scraps. Okay, let's try that again. Take that whole big thread out. And this time I'll do it the right way. Right sides together, Darlene. Okay, let's start putting pieces together. Okay, I got a lot of green here, so let's do a yellow, and let's put this guy here. Notice, you know, I'm not lining these up in any particular way. I'm just sewing them together. These, I did two greens together there. Didn't realize I did that. Oh, let's do a yellow and a red on that. That'll give a variety. Like that. That's a little bit close to the edge, so I'm going to run that one through again. See, I don't do things perfectly. I'm going to put some just singles on here too. I'm just going to sew them all. And if there's too many to do in one auction, because I'm trying to be able to stick to the eBay standard envelope size, I'll just save for another auction in the future. Sometimes I have things and like some scrappy cuts of, you know, like quilt blocks, just cuts, whatever. And I might have dogs, and I might have 16 of them. So I'll do 8, and then maybe a month later I'll do the other 8. So just always watch. It's fun. I'm just having fun with it all. Let's do this yellow right here. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to... Where was that thing? That was too close. Oh, did I... No, let me see now. That's not it. Maybe I wasn't too close. These are all okay. That's good, that's good, 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 good. Yeah, when I cut it, I was supposed to pass it through again, but I see everything is okay. So if I see it, I'll do it. If and when I need to. Unless is it maybe here somewhere? There it is. Okay. There, we got it. Now I feel good. I feel gooder. Let's see, what do I want? Let's do this red guy right here. I'm going to shut the camera for a little bit and keep sewing just because I don't want this to be an hour long. So I'll show you my progress in just a few minutes. I just thought of something that I want to remind you of, so I'm going to chat some more. Become a free patron. Free. You go to my Patreon. The link is in the description. You can become a free member. You don't get any perks. You do get the free ebook list. You get that I do every day, unless, you know, something weird happens. But for the most part, it's daily. But now you also get a sneak peek of what I just put in the bulk sale. That's the sale that's $10 per month, not per order. And you get the lowest prices that I offer. And you can decide if you want to bump up to purchase that. And even if you bump up and then you cancel, you still get 30 days to shop my bulk sale. And you get to see what I put in. And I'm sure Patreon must, like, maybe remind you every now and then and say, hey, you could go up a level. I don't know. I don't know what they do for promotion for me. I also have the opportunity to do some promotions. And, but yeah, you can become a free member. I have something like 650 plus free members. and you can become one of them, and you get to see what I put in the sales. I've only recently started doing that, and I like to do that. Now these prints, I really like them. They're, you know, nice little prints. I call them country calicos. And right now they're in the bulk sale. Then they'll go into the flash sale. And then if there's any left, they will go on eBay. So if there are any left and you see me promote country calicos on eBay, because I do let patrons know that too, and you could get the 3-inch squares that I cut. They're just adorable. They're adorable. Is there something else I wanted to tell you? I think I did want to tell you something else. I want to make sure I get yellow spaced kind of evenly, because I don't think there's as much yellow. So let's do this right here. I don't think I was going to do that. What else did I want to tell you? I can't remember. Hang on. Let me sew some more. I love this so much. I'm so happy I decided to do something like this, because it really picked up my mood. Look at this. It's about 30 inches long. So I think that I can do the standard envelope if I do this. Yeah, if somebody wins multiple... Oh yeah, so I did want to explain. Sometimes people will win multiple items, and sometimes it's better off for me to do them separately, ship them separately, because of the thickness and the weight. I can sometimes ship like 2 different items for like $1.30. But if I, like, so say somebody wins 4 things. If I were to put them in one envelope, I could put stamps, but then there's no tracking and it's really slow, so I would need to print out a shipping label with tracking and stuff, and that's going to cost me about $5 plus. But if I can split 4 things into 2 envelopes, I'm only going to be paying like a total of $2.60, so it's a big savings. I'd like to do some videos on that, because I know there's a lot of eBayers who have been selling maybe for a long time like me. When we sell for 26 years, you don't always look into the new things, but I came across that, and it's so cool, and it allows me to sell all these little auction things starting at a penny with free shipping, and I don't care. Somebody won something for like 81 cents, but she won something else too, and I was like, you know, I haven't ever had anything yet lower than the fees. Like, if somebody were to win something for a penny, and I do have some fabric ribbon there right now that doesn't even have a bid yet. It's not the ones coming out today. It's ones that are already out. So if somebody were to win it for a penny, I'm assuming that eBay would still take the fees out of, you know, well, I don't have listing fees. I don't know. I don't know how it would work, but I'm hoping that eBay would collect from me, from whatever they owe me, and take the fees out, so I could still send that to that person. All right, so anyway, I'll figure all that out. This is beautiful, beautiful. I just love it. It's going to make me want to cut more squares for my sales so that I can have different, you know, ends, like 5-inch squares. I have some leftovers when I cut that, the folds, and I can put those together. It's just so fun. But of course, I have so many scraps that I'm not, you know, in any, I'm not worried that I'm going to run out at this point. But this is beautiful. And I don't think I would even trim it. Maybe I would trim it a little bit. But this is not going to be in tonight's auctions. This is for another time. But I think you have to heart my auctions, and maybe you get notices or emails. I don't know what they do. But become a free patron, and I will let you know whenever I have auctions that come out. I do a lot of public stuff on Patreon too, because I have a good amount of patrons, and other people from outside can also see the public posts. My God, I've talked too much. I hope you enjoyed this. It's really, really cool. And I will think about the turquoise one, that I will want to, do something with this too. This has wide enough pieces that I would like to maybe cut some squares. I just think they would be so cute. Things are too narrow, so if I wanted like 2 or 3 inch squares, I'd be hitting a lot of seams, but that's okay. That's okay to do, but oh my goodness. All right, you guys. Watch for these in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.